Let's do a loop-de-loop of my clock. The hour hand is pointed at 3, and the minute hand is at 12. This means it's exactly 3 o'clock. When the minute hand points to the 12, it means that there are 0 minutes past the hour. Each number afterwards represents 5 more minutes. It's 3 o'clock now, and snack time is at 4. Let's loop around the clock to make it 4. 3, 3:05, 3:10, 3:15, 3:20, 3:25, 3:30, halfway there, 3:35, 3:40, 3:45, 3:50, 3:55. We're almost there! Even though the hour hand looks really close to 4, we are still in the hour 3. And now it's 4 o'clock! The minute hand is back on the 12.
Now you can play with the clock. Move the red minute hand to each number on the clock. Count by 5s and you can see how the time changes. Now you can play with the clock. Move the red minute hand to each number on the clock. Count by 5s and you can see how the time changes. Cool beans! Now let's look at some other clocks. Look at the time on the pink clock on top. Which green round clock says the same time? Yay! You made the clock show 1 o'clock. Tap the green clock that says 8 o'clock. Cool beans! You made the clock show 8 o'clock. Tap the green clock that says the same time as the pink clock. Make sure only the correct clock is selected. Make sure only the correct clock is selected. Sweet! You made the clock show 7:30. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12:30. Oops! Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12:30. Great job! You made the clock show 12:30. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12:45. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12:45. Good thinking! You made the clock show 12:45. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 7:30. You did it! You made the clock show 7:30. Here's a different clock. Move the minute hand on this round clock to show 4:50. Here's a different clock. Move the minute hand on this round clock to show 4. Super! You made the clock show 4:50. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 10:55. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 10:55. Tap the button in the bottom left corner to rewind. Great job! You made the clock show 10:55. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12:15. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12:15. Good thinking! You made the clock show 12:15. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 9:45. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 9:45. Try again. Tap the button in the bottom left corner to rewind. Oops! Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 9. You did it! You made the clock show 9:45. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 3:15. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 3:15. You did it! You made the clock show 3:15. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 6:15. Super! You made the clock show 6:15. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 10:45. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 10:45. Great job! You made the clock show 10:45. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12:15. Good thinking! You made the clock show 12:15. Now you can play with this clock and see how the time changes. Now you can play with this clock and see how the time changes. Cool beans! What a fun time!
Let's learn about AM and PM. This is 12 midnight, which is 12 a.m. It's nighttime. All of these times are AM. This is noon, which is 12 p.m. All of these times are PM. Noon is usually when I eat lunch. Remember, we say AM for all the time before noon, and PM for all the time after noon. I wake up at 8 in the morning, and that's way before noon, so I wake up at 8 a.m. I eat dinner at 6 in the evening, which is afternoon, so I eat dinner at 6 p. a.m.
Let's go through a typical day. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 7 o'clock. a.m. This is when I wake up. It is in the morning, so it is. Yay! You made the clock show 7 o'clock. a.m. That's a great time to wake up in the morning. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 7:30. a.m. This is when I eat breakfast in the morning. Super! You made the clock show 7:30. a.m. It's breakfast time. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 8:10. a.m. This is when my school starts. Great! You made the clock show 8:10. a.m. My school starts at this time in the morning. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12 o'clock. p.m. At noon, we have lunch. Yay! You made the clock show 12 o'clock. p.m. This is also called 12 noon. We have lunch at. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 3:20. p.m. This is when school ends in the afternoon. Try again. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 3:20. p.m. This is when school ends in the afternoon. Cool! You made the clock show 3:20. p.m. School is finished. Time to play out. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 3:45. p.m. Cool! You made the clock show 3:45. p.m. This is when I usually get home and play some music or game. Now move the minute hand on the round clock to show 6:40. p.m. Now move the minute hand on the round clock to show 6:40. p.m. Awesome! You made the clock show 6:40. p.m. This is when we have dinner in the evening. Now move the minute hand on the round clock to show 7:05. p.m. Sweet! You made the clock show 7:05. p.m. It's getting darker and the sun is setting. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 7:55. p.m. Nice! You made the clock show 7:55. p.m. It's time to read in my cozy room. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 8:25. p.m. Yay! You made the clock show 8:25. p.m. Time for bed. Move the minute hand on the round clock to show 10:15. p.m. Move the minute hand. Yay! You made the clock show 10:15 p.m. It's late at night and I'm fast asleep. Now move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12 o'clock a.m. This is also called midnight. Oops! Now move the minute hand on the round clock to show 12 o'clock a.m. This is also called midnight. Wow! You made the clock show 12 o'clock a.m. It's midnight. The middle of the... Now you can play with this clock and see how the time changes. Cool beans! What a fun time!
I made a lot of money at my lemonade stand. I want to show you how much. This is a penny. It is worth 1 cent. This nickel is 5 cents, which means a nickel is as much as 5 pennies. I got a dime, too. A dime is 10 cents, which means a dime is as much as 10 pennies or 2 nickels. This is a quarter. A quarter is 25 cents. So, a quarter is as much as 25 pennies, or as much as 2 dimes and a nickel, or as much as 5 nickels. And this is a whole dollar bill. It is worth 100 cents. That's 100 pennies, or 20 nickels, or 10 dimes, or 4 quarters. I'm rich!
Tap the coins and dollar bill to hear their names.
Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, $1 bill.
Let's look at more money. Drag the correct word to complete the sentence. Penny. Great! This coin is worth 1 cent. It is a penny. Drag the correct word to complete the sentence. Nickel. Super! This coin is worth 5 cents. It is a nickel. Drag the correct word to complete the sentence. This coin is worth 10 cents. Dime. Dime. Nickel. Dime. Neat! This coin is worth 10 cents. It is a dime. Drag the correct word to complete the sentence. Quarter. Awesome! This coin is worth 25 cents. It is a quarter. Complete the sentence. This dollar bill is worth 100. You did it! This dollar bill is worth 100 cents. Tap the group that is worth more money. Great work! 3 dimes are worth more. 3 dimes are worth 30 cents. 10 pennies are worth 10 cents. Tap the group that is worth more money. Good thinking! 6 nickels are worth more. 6 nickels are worth 30 cents. 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. Tap the 2 baskets that are worth the same amount of money. Woohoo! 10 pennies and 2 nickels are both worth 10 cents. Thanks for playing with me.
Alo bought a new bath toy, but he doesn't know how much money he has left over. Secret Agent Sandy is on the case. Alo has 1 quarter and 2 dimes. He bought a rubber duck for 40 cents. How much money does he have left? Let's solve for the question mark. Here's one way to solve it. First, let's find out how much money Alo had before buying his toy. He had 1 quarter. That's 25 cents. He also had 2 dimes. That's 10 cents and another 10 cents. So in total, Alo had 25 plus 10 plus another 10. That's 45. Alo had 45 cents. And he used 40 cents to buy the new toy. How much money does he have left? 45 minus 40? That's 5. Alo has 5 cents left. Worth it!
Let's read the word problem. Peck had 60 cents saved up. Then his dad gave him 5 dimes. Let's solve the word problem together. First, let's find out how much a dime is worth. How much is a dime worth? Click the button in the bottom left corner to watch the video again for a hint. First, let's find out how much a dime is worth. How much is a dime? Good thinking! A dime is worth 10 cents. Next, let's find out how much money Peck's dad gave to Peck. How much money? Oops! A dime is worth 10 cents. What is 5 dimes worth? Neat! Peck's dad gave him 50 cents. Pick the equation to solve the problem. Great! Peck has 110 cents now. That is equal to $1.10. Let's read the word problem. Sandy had 3 quarters and $1 bill. How many cents did she have altogether? Let's solve the word problem together. First, let's find out how much a quarter is worth. How much is a quarter worth? Good thinking! A quarter is worth 25 cents. Next, let's find out how much a dollar bill is worth. Awesome! A dollar bill is worth 100 cents. Pick the equation to solve the problem. You did it! Sandy has 175 cents, which is equal to $1.75.
How many polka dots are on my new shirt? Let's count by color. The first is red. Let's mark it on the graph. The next dot is blue. We'll put it in the blue column. When we're done counting all the dots, the graph will look like this. There are 6 red dots, 3 blue dots, and 4 yellow dots. Most of the polka dots are red.
Let's read the graph. Which color has 3 dots? Tap the color.
yellow, red, blue.
Make sure only the correct color is selected. Let's read the graph. Which color has 3 dots? Tap the color.
Yellow.
Make sure only the correct color is selected. Look for the bar that ends at the 3. Tap the color.
Red, blue.
You did it! There are 3 blue dots. Which color has 6 dots?
Red.
Sweet! There are 6 red dots. Which color has 4 dots?
Yellow.
Awesome! There are 4 yellow dots. Let's use the graph with toys now. Now this graph shows how many toys we have in each color. Are there more blue toys or yellow toys?
Yellow.
Great! There are 5 yellow toys. According to the graph, are there more blue toys or red toys?
Blue.
Yes, there are more blue toys. In this graph, how many red and blue toys are there? Good job! How many blue and yellow toys are there now? Good thinking! Now how many red and blue toys total are there?
10.
Good work! In this graph, how many more red toys are there than blue toys? Great! How many more red toys are there than yellow toys?
Twelve.
Make sure only one answer is selected. How many more red toys are there than yellow toys?
Four.
Make sure only one answer is selected. Oops! Can you help me fix this graph? Count the toys in each color, then fix the graph by dragging the right rectangles to the place where they belong on the graph. Great job! Please fix this graph by dragging the rectangles to the right place. Great graphing! Now make your own graph. Count the things that are red, blue, and yellow and make a graph.
Peck and I are playing I Spy with shapes.
Oh, I love shape games.
I spy a quadrilateral.
What's that?
A quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides and 4 angles.
Wowee! Okay. I can find a quadrilateral. There's a quadrilateral. Oh, there's a quadrilateral! And another quadrilateral!
You found so many! Now I spy a pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides and 5 angles.
Say no more! There's a pentagon, 5 sides and 5 angles.
Yes! I spy a hexagon now. A hexagon has 6 sides and 6 angles.
Oh, there's one! This shelf is a hexagon!
You're shaping up to be an expert.
Let's look for more shapes outside. Tap all the signs that are quadrilaterals. Try again. Quadrilaterals have 4 sides and 4 corners. Awesome! Find the signs that are a pentagon. Cool beans! Tap all the signs that are triangles. Keep it up! Match the shape and the number of angles. Keep up the good work. Match the shape and the number of sides. Nice! Slide the basket to catch the triangles. Time's up. You got 24. Correct. Good job. Slide the basket to catch the quadrilaterals. Oops! That's 3 wrong. You got 8. Correct.
Let's divide this rectangle into equal squares. First, I'll cut side to side to make 3 rows. Then, I'll cut up and down to make 4 columns. How many squares are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 squares in this rectangle. There's enough chocolate for everybody.
Draw the lines to divide the chocolate yourself. The rectangular toy box is divided into squares. Drag the squares into the toy
1,
box.
2, 3.
The toy box is as big as 3 squares. Let's do it again. Now let's use smaller squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You did
10.
it! The toy box is as big as 10 small squares. Draw lines on the planter box to make 4 equal squares. Draw lines on the basket to make 6 equal squares. Draw lines on the toy box to make 10 equal squares. Now use the squares to make a bigger rectangle, please. Thanks for drawing with me. Shapes are so much fun.
My grandmother and I are having dinner. The lasagna in this pan is cut in half, so these 2 halves are equal. One for me, one for Nana. 1/2 plus 1/2 makes a whole. The lasagna in this pan shows another way to cut it in half. This half and this half are the same size, and together they make a whole. Both of these lasagnas are cut in half, so the half from this lasagna is the same as the half of this lasagna, because they are both halves. Now it's time for dessert. This Jell-O is cut into fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourths. This Jell-O is also cut into fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fourths make up a whole. Yum!
This is a fraction. The top number is the numerator. It shows how many fraction pieces you have. The bottom number is the denominator. It shows how many fraction pieces your whole is broken into. This fraction is 1/2, which is 1/2. It represents half of the lasagna. Both are divided into halves. This fraction is 1/4, which is 1/4. It represents 1/4 of the Jell-O. Both are divided into fourths. Tap 1/2 of the circle. You tapped 1/2. Tap 2 halves of the circle. You tapped 2 halves. That equals a whole circle. Tap 2 quarters of the circle. Another word for a fourth is a quarter. You tapped 2 quarters. That's the same as 1/2. Tap 3 quarters of the circle. You tapped 3 quarters. Sort the half and quarter circles into their matching baskets. You did it! You sorted them! Draw 1 line on the toy box to make 2 equal halves. Now draw 2 lines on the toy box to make 4 equal quarters. Fractions are so fun! Thanks for playing with me!